We are live.
Hey everybody, I'm Dr. Koca. I'm here with,
Blake, Megan, Brooke, Sam.
and we're missing Aiden because she's out running the front. So this is kind of a different Facebook Live, but I think it's one that not just today, but going forward, I think we need to hit the hell out of it. And it kind of piggyback here. A couple weeks ago, we had a staff meeting. We're in the lounge. And I point, but one of our docs was sitting over there in the chair. You guys remember this? And I was talking about getting drugs in the kids, and I don't think you were with us yet, Brooke.
Yeah.
And no, you weren't here that day.
Not that day.
But I brought it up again the other day, and he's like, "Oh, not my kids." And I go, "Famous last words, not my kids," because that's like what that is. And we hear that where parents will say, "Not my kids. That won't happen to me." That's like sticking your head in the sand, and I was like, "Really? You can't say that." And so driving to work this morning, I was leaving the house, had a cool call with a bunch of my guys with Dr. Glow's group, and it was pretty good, wasn't it, Sean? Because she could hear me in there. And then I'm at the stop sign getting on the highway, and Blake here sends me this message, and it was like 8:15, and I'm like, holy crap, that's not what I said. I said, holy shishnikey. So I'm done, but here's what I'm going to tell you. This goes into the BS that's going on in the world, and if something doesn't get done about what these girls are going to talk about, because I don't have a clue where they're going to go with it, but I'm going to say, if we keep drugging our youth, shame on you, Big Pharma, shame on you, white coat dealers, if we keep doing that, then these kids that watch this crap, they're going to have this mind altering and brain dumbed down, can I say that?
You did.
And this is going to happen. So
No, it is happening.
it is happening.
Yeah.
But what I don't want you to sit there and say, and one of my docs said this, and I was very mad about it, wasn't I?
Yeah.
Sam, I was really mad about it. Because my ears turned, you know what I'm mad? My ears turned red, and this vein right here in my neck sticks out. The vein was sticking out. You've seen that vein a couple times, haven't you? So you know, Brooke, when this vein comes out of my neck
When
and
those ears
these ears turn red, it's a bad sign.
Yeah.
So, but to say, not my kids, wrong. So, all yours.
All right, so a lot of parents just give their phone to their kids and the kids just go searching on YouTube.
You mean to be babysitters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what the new thing is, there's surprise egg videos. They're like those Kindler Joy, I think is how you say it, eggs, and it's called surprise egg videos, and they have 6.3 million subscribers. 8
How many?
million, 6.3.
Holy cow. So basically, I'll wrap you along the way here, but here's what we do. And I've seen it. I've seen it when we travel. Sadly, I've seen it when we travel as a group. I see it in the office. Is where, and it's we never really did it, you know, because, well, it wasn't around, but we just didn't do it because we talked all the time in
And
the
it
car.
was go outside and play.
Yeah, go out. Yeah,
Yeah.
With Mulligan. Go in the trees and play with Mulligan. And
My
so,
dog.
and well, he
Hey,
was.
We developed our on-stage routine in a car ride
Really
on
did,
our way
yeah.
to a horse show.
That's true. At Cabo Wabo, these two have this routine that they do. Was developed in the car. And so part of it is because, and I am judging, is I wanted to know everything that was going on in her life. And
Hey,
I guess,
Krista. Hey, Banks. Thanks
and
for
I want to
joining
say that I
us.
wanted to be one of those parents, but I wanted to be one of those parents. But I see it where, I'm going to steal this from you, we give the child the iPad or that, then they do this, and then they're like, mine, and they're got to change it. This is why, because this shit has to stop.
Yep, so for the surprise egg video, there's 6.3 million subscribers, 8 billion views, and
Billion!
it comes out to 30 million people watching a guy just open up eggs. So
So so basically a guy opens an egg.
yeah, like it's in a wrapping paper, he pops it open, there's like a toy thing in it. I've never messed with them. So what it's turned
That's more
into,
hamburgers than McDonald's has sold.
God.
so what it's turned into is this really creepy, it gave me chills when I saw it. This
Holy
really
cow.
creepy
Did you guys see that thing?
creature pops up and its name is MOMO. So 3 to 4 minutes into these really popular videos that are being made by,
How old are the kids that are watching this?
I would just
It'd be a range.
4
My little
to
sister.
6-ish.
Okay, so they're in that brain development mode because
Very impressionable.
yeah,
Yeah,
that where that brain is like, oh, okay, do that, because we all see that where you see kids see something on a cartoon and they go, well, I can do that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
And it's acceptable because what's their role model? That stupid cartoon, right? If it's in a cartoon, it's got to be good for me.
So some of these videos aren't even made by the original content of it, so you have to wonder what the intent is behind that. So basically this creepy creature that goes by MOMO, it kind of looks like the Grudge, but creepier, pops up and it instructs kids of how to slit their wrist the right way to kill
Repeat that.
themselves.
So little kids are watching these stupid videos, and there's some stupid creature that's teaching little kids how to cut their wrists.
Not this way,
Or,
this way.
or it's telling them in the middle of the night to go turn the oven or the stove on, or to harm their friends, or to kill themselves, but they can't tell their parents about this creature popping up, because if they do, it's going to put a curse on the kid and the parents and kill them.
And so these little kids, if they tell mom and dad,
It's bad and everyone's going to die.
and it'll put a curse on them if they do. Well, how many little kids are afraid of the boogeyman under the bed? Right? I mean, they're all worried about the
What is it,
boogeyman.
Bloody Mary? those
Yeah,
stupid
because
Candyman.
they're impressionable. They're scared. So they're watching the stupid cartoon. Now think about this. Not judging, but I am. Mom and dad say, "Here, watch this. I gotta go vacuum."
And I'm going to interrupt you.
Okay.
Within 3 to 4 minutes, the mom and dad stop watching this video, which was when this creature pops in.
Very creepily intelligent. So mom and dad hand the iPad to little Billy. Little Billy says it's okay because mommy gave me or daddy gave me that or grandpa gave it to me. I'm
And-
watching it.
And they're not old enough to search out new things to watch. So what it does is it starts to autoplay.
Holy crap. Keep going. Sorry.
I'm going to be kind of vulgar here. So it can go from like a cultural video or a video of that Peppa the Pig, the surprise egg,
Elsa.
What's the pause? Pet Patrol, and then it can turn into a masturbating Mickey Mouse
Yeah.
and other derogatory stuff. So basically, what YouTube initially said they were going to do to fix it was they're going to deploy better machine learning, which
They said that.
they said that.
Have
So
they done it?
This isn't just on YouTube.
It's on Facebook too.
It's on kids' YouTube. There's
Yeah.
2 different YouTube channels, and
Yeah.
parents think because they allow their children to be on the kids' YouTube channel that everything there is safe. That's where these videos are, not on regular YouTube where all the other crap is. This is on kids' YouTube.
Yep. So sorry,
No,
I
that's
misspoke that,
all right.
So
Holy
they initially
crap.
said that they were going to have machines automate this or automate what was going to be on the kids' YouTube, censor it. But then they changed it into humans were going to decide that. So now you're going to have these sickos at home that don't have anything better to do that are going to be censoring what these kids are going to be watching.
Yeah.
I watched a really good podcast today on YouTube, and it's the Nightmare Videos of Children's YouTube and What's Wrong with the Internet Today by James Bridle. And he initially just at the end, he very end, he says to stop thinking of technology as a solution to problems, but think of it as a guide to what those problems are.
Yeah.
And as
I like
my
that.
saying is all the time, we're so connected, we're disconnected.
Yeah.
So
And he also goes in to say that it's not about YouTube and it's not about Facebook, but it's about everything because there's a lot of power in just a few hands, and it's not about the power of the technology, but the hands that the power's in. And
Ties
the
right
global
into what's going on in California.
and that the
Yeah.
global systems, he means the internet, brings out the hidden desires that we look for and brings them out, so then it attaches us. That's why we keep getting on Instagram and refreshing it, why we keep getting on Facebook and refreshing it, and then he's getting into these videos these kids watch, it's getting into children's minds because it's fake news to the kids. So they're getting addicted to it without even knowing they're getting addicted to it. So then when you go to take away that phone from that kid, they freak out because
And-
they're addicted to it.
But
And
we've
I
all
see
seen
it.
it, right?
Oh,
We've
yeah.
all seen it. And
At dinner, they're like this, and the parent goes to take it away, and they scream, they just shriek and cry.
well, I'll go down the aisle and let you ladies say, but I'll use Blake because she grew up in our house. What was our rule at the dinner table?
No fun.
No phone. You know, that was where we have the conversation. Sean knows this. And you 3 ladies don't know this, but a few years ago, I went to dinner with the CEO of a pretty big company here in town. You remember that? And his deal was he wanted to meet with me because he wanted some it was with a large insurance company, and he wanted my input on chiropractic and how it would be covered, CFO, I'm sorry, in this rather large insurance company here in town. I was like, I'd love to give you my input because our state associate was going to do some work with them. So we go to a local coffee shop, we sit down, and it's 7:30 on a Sunday morning, and every few minutes he's checking his phone. Well, I was like, wait a minute, I got my butt out of bed, not really because I was up, but I drove into town. You want to meet with me, and you're on your stupid phone? So I was like, tell you what, when you're done with all that, give me a shout. And I left. So he comes in that Monday, and he's like, did I make you mad? Yeah, a little bit. Because you wanted to meet with me. Well, here's what happens. I'm going to use it. We do this. And we've all seen it here in the clinic. We've seen it in airports. We see it where we hand the child that electronic, and they're like this, and it's teaching them how to kill themselves.
Or harm others.
Yeah, well, and that's the other thing, too. Back to, right, Sam? Not my kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, famous last words, right? So
your kid might not do something bad, but someone else's kid is going to do something bad to your kid. You don't even have any control over.
well, and then
Or
we dump it full of
influence
dope,
your
and
kid.
now we not only we desensitize the brain by watching this crap and tell them it's okay, we throw a bunch of dope in them. Now we desensitize their chemistry. Come on in, Aiden, hop in. We need Aiden in here too. We desensitize everything like that. Now these kids are out killing people. So
What James also said
Get in here, Aiden.
is it's making like their favorite cartoon character scary because this Momo person is coming up, or like this Momo came up as a avatar in Minecraft, and then she's shown up on WhatsApp, which is like a texting app, and WhatsApp has like done everything they can to stop it. So is Minecraft, but there's still those paths that they get through. James also said that these bad people basically stuff the titles of the videos with popular terms, so like the Easter egg or surprise egg video,
That
Paw
works.
Patrol, with stuff that can link it so it pops up on the little kid stuff, kind of like a hashtag.
So let's go down the hill, and then I'll end it. So you got anything else to say about it besides that was? We're gonna post a couple.
Documents.
We're gonna post a couple links on our page, and I think this is some. Tell me if I'm right, Sean. We should keep hitting this.
We need to keep hitting this because going back to not my child, maybe you aren't handing off the electronic to your children, but part of this Momo situation is it's like a game, and there's levels that the children work through, and there are certain tasks that the children are supposed to accomplish, and some of those are hurting other people.
God.
Other
So
children.
you might think you're doing a great thing by not handing off an electronic to your 5-year-old, but there are other 5-year-olds that are in preschool or kindergarten or daycare or Sunday school class or on the playground or in a mom's group who has been passed off the electronic and has seen those things. So even though you are sheltering your child, there are children out there that aren't as protected as yours. And you have to be aware of what's going on. You just can't close your eyes because it doesn't happen in your house. If it's happening in the world, it's happening in your house.
Well, and you sent me a saying the other day. I followed. Don't put your head down and keep going forward. It's time to lift your head up. So you got anything else? Because I know you do.
The game has also been fueled by comparisons to the Blue Whale Challenge and a fictional character known as Slender Man.
Oh my God.
In 2014, two 12-year-old girls in Wisconsin attempted to kill a classmate in an attempt to please the horror character.
Jesus.
I read that article.
12 years old?
Yeah.
Holy crap, ladies.
So yeah, you guys go.
Go ahead, Meg.
I'm in shock, but I'm not really, because this is where the world is, and that's sad, because we're not opening our eyes.
Well,
need
we're
to
gonna open our friggin' eyes.
Yeah.
So, Brooklyn?
It's just time to act like it is our kid. It's time to act
That's
like
pretty
that
good.
is happening in our household because we're all connected either way. All of this is happening to all of us. So we need to protect our youth.
Samuel?
I just think it's important to, if you are sheltering your kid, it's still in your house, and you need to make your kid aware of the right things to do when something like that comes up. That way, if another kid tries to influence them, they know that they're supposed to tell their parents, and they know what the right and wrong thing is to do. So
That's cool. Aidenowski? Everybody's got their own names. I like that.
I just think that it's something that our schools should take in part too. Make sure that it's not being spread around in the classroom so that it's taken care of in all fortes in the child's life.
You got anything, Sean, before I go?
I just want to give a shout out to Tammy. She left us a couple comments. You guys need to give a shout out to Southie. He's watching us right now.
Southie?
Southie
Hey,
is.
Mikey!
Larry, thanks for your comments also. And Zeva Drago is watching us right now. So, hey,
Wow.
dude, we'll see you in July.
See you in July, man. So I'm going to end with this really quick before we go. You know, sometimes I do say things that that shouldn't come out of my mouth, but this isn't one of them.
No.
This crap has to stop, and it's really okay to yank the electronic out of your kid's hand and have a conversation with them. To say this, and I'm going to say it, I'm really proud of my girls. I'm going to call you my girls. Like, I got a little emotion inside of me right now. I'm really proud of you guys because it was so freaking cool this morning when Blake sent that out. And then all of a sudden, I mean, I responded. I was like, oh, holy crap. And then it was like, driving into work,
We're all like sending these
oh my God, so I'm driving.
mad rants.
It was. So I'm driving
We're all
in.
like researching it. And
And so I'm driving in this morning and I'm listening to a book, but every time I get a text message, my phone rings through my truck. It was like ding, ding, ding. So I couldn't listen to the book and I switched my phone over so that I can read the text messages through my audio on my truck. And I'm just going to say this. I'm really happy and I'm really proud to call you ladies part of my team because I'm very freaking proud of you girls.
Very.
And I am. And that's just, can I say badass?
You
You girls are badassity. And so I'm just saying, watch the mission that these ladies are on because I'm going to let them own it.
Yeah.
So we're out. We'll see you next week. So I'm very proud of you girls. Thank you.